Hello guys, how are you doing? I hope you're doing great. And just before Thanksgiving, I decided to do a little video for those of you who decided that they don't want to kill a turkey this year, or they feel like, yeah, they want to improve their health, they want to like do better for the environment and for the animals, with compassion being more ethical. I decided to do this video of how to start because I know that it's not easy when you like decide to do this step to transition to veganism. This is a like not easy step, and one of the first tip, in fact, that I want to insist on, that don't be afraid that you might slip at some point. You might think, oh yeah, like I ate eggs again, or I ate cheese, or I ate milk, or whatever. Like you like this is like you don't have to be too harsh on yourself from the beginning. If you cannot like be like vegan, fully vegan from the beginning, it's okay, don't worry. This is like those are steps, and after a while you will not want all those things anymore, and you will know how to have like everything in your home and how to find everything when you're going out as well, to not like go back to a not vegan meal. But at the beginning, it will take some time to adjust. So just the first tip is don't be too hard on yourself. This is a process, and you will like go over it. The first thing to really like know what to do, how to start being a vegan, and is go and check. There is a great application which is called Happy Cow, that I would recommend you to use, and know all the local restaurants which are vegan friendly and vegan, or who have vegetarian options. And don't only go to the vegan places. It's amazing to go to the vegan places, but also have a lot of vegan friendly places as well, that you know around your place, or when you're going to travel, like know those vegan friendly places as well, because you might not be always with people who are vegan like you. And those vegan friendly places are perfect because they are like a good compromise for both. Like, you will have things to eat which are really vegan food, and not only salads, and they will have something to eat that they want to eat. So this is like the first. The second tip is really like know where are the local places. And in fact, one of my friend like was asking me, okay, where are the local nice places in Valencia? So for those of you who are watching and who are in Valencia, I recommend Alma Libre, which is an amazing place for vegan-friendly food. They have an amazing burger, and No Meat, which is fully vegan, but all meat eaters love it as well, because basically like it's there is no meat, but it's recreating, veganizing some dishes. So my parents who are not vegan loved it. So that would be like my quick recommendations for Valencia. I would probably do another video of Valencia. But how to start, know the local restaurants. So that's like one thing. Then what to have in your kitchen. This is a very, very important point when you want to start. The two things for electronics that I would recommend is to have a blender. I have a hand blender. I don't have a I also have, but I almost never use, to be honest. I have like a hand blender that I can also take when I'm traveling, which is perfect because not every kitchen where I'm going, not every Airbnb has it, which I would recommend if you have an Airbnb to have it. This is a great plus for vegan people. But I have my hand blender that I take everywhere with me. This is just amazing for everything. Like you can take nuts, from nuts you can make milk, you can make sauce, you can mix, I can do everything with this. So that's the first thing. The second thing is on one thing to, I don't know honestly how you call it in English. It's a small thing. It's not blending, but it's cutting things. And this is, as a mom, it's perfect because it cuts things very quickly. So uh, I think you call it a grinder kind of. And it's just amazing to go like, I put the onion almost full as a whole inside. I put it and it cuts by itself, or like with nuts, it's enabling me to do my own tahini, which is made from sesame with some oil. This is perfect for this. So those like are the things for electronics that I would recommend you to have a blender. This is very important. Then the things as food that you would need. Have a stock of nuts. This is like the perfect snacks, and also you can do a lot of sauce, a lot of like yogurt, milk with it. So have nuts like cashew nuts, peanuts that I love. I'm doing my own peanut butter. Cashew nuts, you can do like nice sauce, cheesy sauce, nice yogurt. My friend, I was at her place this morning. She did the yogurt with cashew nuts and red berries. It was amazing. So like nuts, almonds. No, what else I like? Walnuts and how you call this in chestnuts. No, it's not chestnuts. Hazelnut, yeah, hazelnut. I love it because I do my own Nutella. My mother doesn't like when I say that it's called Nutella. Let's say chocolate spread, which is just as good and even better because it's healthier than the one you find in the shops. And yeah, I love it. I roast them, and then that's the same for peanut butter. I do it like I roast the peanuts that I buy in bulk in the local market here. Then I just, with the blender, I do it. I mix it for the peanut butter with a bit of salt, a bit of sugar, and a bit of oil, and that's it. And for the hazelnut, it's the same. It's just like roasted hazelnuts. What I have like dates if I can, or a bit of sugar, but I prefer dates because it's natural sugar, and chocolate, of course, like cacao powder or carob root that I put. So like nuts, have nuts because you can do butter, you can do yogurt, you can do milk with it. So nuts, and it's a great snack just to eat like this as well. So that's one thing to have. Have what else? Yeah, some powder. So for powder, I would recommend spirulina. Spirulina is a really good one for iron, for proteins to have. So I will talk about like what to have for proteins. So this is very important. Do have some, the only things that you will be missing, which is not in any plant-based product, is vitamin B12. So be sure to have some vitamin B12 as a like, yeah, I don't know how you call it, like gels or like some little things that you find in the eco shops or in the pharmacy. They will have B12, and you take it, I think, 1 every 2 days. It depends on how much milligrams of it there is. So this is something that is important because we don't have enough of it. You don't want to have any carencies of it. And what else? Like, have some grains, have like grains and yeah, I don't know how you call it again. Like today, my English is not perfect. But basically, like chickpeas, pasta. If you can have like integral pasta, better. Whole pasta. Chickpeas, pasta, lentils, quinoa, which is great. Like quinoa and lentils are perfect for proteins. What else I have? Like chickpeas as well for proteins. And let me think, red rice, black beans. So the beans are very good. I would recommend you to have like those. Yeah, if you don't do your own butter, like peanut butter, chocolate spread, have some. Like you can have them like bought already, like already done for you. I prefer handmade, but already done for you is good, so that you, when you want to eat something as a snack, it's perfect. What else I would recommend? Tahini, which again I do myself with roasted sesame seeds, or you can just buy the tahini in. I think nowadays it's in every shop you have tahini, which is a sesame paste. It's like basically oil with roasted sesame. It's perfect for calcium. It's very good for calcium. So what else to have in your kitchen? Well, basically fresh vegetables and fruits. Be sure to have enough of this because that's how you will create your plates, and you will see that you will love eating those. For vegetables, I would recommend very much kale and spinach, which are very good for iron, for calcium. For calcium, kale is amazing, and spinach, yeah, for proteins as well. Another thing to have that some of you can do. In fact, my friend, for instance, she's doing it. She's doing almond milk. But that's the only thing I don't do. I don't do the milk, so I have soy milk that I have for me and for my daughter, who likes it in the morning. So I give this soy milk. It's very good for proteins and for calcium as well. So I would recommend to have this. It's always good to do a sauce with it, things like this. What else? If you like cheese, well, you can buy some vegan cheese, and right now I think in the organic shop you will find them. Some tofu, some tempeh, some seitan, which are very good source of proteins, of iron, of calcium that I would recommend you to have. You can try, like all of them are amazing, honestly. So this is very good. I think for food, those would be the things to have. Then another tip that I wanted to say, yeah, except to fail, I said, buy a good cooking book, a vegan cooking book. My favorite one is Vegan Bible right now from Marie Laforêt. It's translated in different languages. I found it at my mother's place, in fact, and I loved it. Like it's amazing. There are recipes to do your own cheese, recipes to do your own yogurt, but also a lot of recipes. And she explains you how to like not eat eggs, what to um, use instead of eggs or things like this. She has an amazing recipe for pancakes that I love. So have a good cooking book. I'm advising Marie Laforêt Vegan Bible, but also Bosch is doing. They are doing amazing books, and I also love their social media on Instagram. They're always putting great recipes. So that's one thing to have like at least one good cooking book, or to like go on Instagram and check the recipes. In the hashtags, you can put like vegan food porn, so that like you have amazing recipe. Or if you want something simple, vegan easy recipes as a hashtag on Instagram, save it. And that way, when you're looking at new recipes, that's what I do. I save and then I go look for them, and I always have amazing, like I can look at those pictures, I do the recipes, I love it. So that's one thing as well, like never be short of a good recipe to cook vegan, so that you don't feel like I'm always eating the same. Because being vegan, you will see this is not only eating vegetables, this is much more than this. And in fact, I can eat much more since I'm vegan. Before, I was kind of, how to say, like, I was looking much at my weight, how to like lose weight. Well, you will say yes. I've always been not like overweight, but I was always worried. Now I don't worry because, in fact, I would like to gain weight, which is a bit difficult, but I'm getting on it. And like I can eat anything. I can eat all the chocolate I like. In fact, chocolate is very good for calcium as well. So don't worry, like you can eat some dark chocolate. So how did I go to my weight? I don't remember what I was saying. Yeah, having a good cooking book and following like good accounts on Instagram to have always a good recipe, and to like not have like the feelings that it's a bit sad to be vegan, because this is not like you can eat a lot of good things. Then, like that's an important one, honestly. Accept that not everyone will turn vegan because you decided, because you had this moment of revelation that vegan is the way to go, either for your health, either for the animals or for the planet. You understood that this is the way to go, but you have to accept that not everyone will do the same thing right now. They might do the same thing later. In fact, my sister is on the way, like she's vegetarian, hopefully one day vegan, and she was not at all years ago when I started, and now she's going on this way. So, but accept that not everyone, or not everyone will change now. They might change it later on, but this will not happen like in one day. This is not because you did this choice now that they will have to do it as well. So accept it, and don't take it personally. It's like this. You had a revelation, they didn't yet. That's it. And focus. So when you have those kind of faults, why they are not doing it. And also when like you want to like eat something which is not vegan, focus on your why. Why are you doing it? This is very important, why you do it. That way you can, you know, like you can like still be vegan, because it will not be easy every day. Like I will not lie, it's not easy every day when you go out. It's not easy, especially. But with like hopefully with those tips, it will be easier for you when you start. I remember when I started, this was not easy. No, yeah, another thing that I wanted to say from the tips, know how to reply to people. So when they ask you where do you get your proteins, you can check online, like there are a lot of infographics telling you where to get your proteins. So get those replies. Oh, but all those questions, like, are you not missing the hamburgers or whatever? First, if those are like with those questions, kind of questions that you don't want, you just say no, I don't miss it. That's it, and you can say why you're doing this. And then on the other hand, when it's like some questions, like technical questions about information, well, tell them where you get your proteins, where you get your calcium, where you get your iron, and that you will not die tomorrow. And in fact, I am doing checkups often to see if I have like everything in order, and I never like my stats are perfect for all like calcium, proteins, or everything like iron in my blood. So I don't have problem at all. The only thing is I would like to gain weight, but this is like I'm still breastfeeding, so it's not that easy. But yeah, apart from this, no problem. So you can reply with this, like know how to reply, know like get. I will do another video of the most common question and also the questions that we hate as vegan. Just be relaxed when those questions come. Either reply with what you know on the subject, or just like let it go. That's the most important. And then yeah, know about your needs that I said already. So I think that's it for like how to start. I would say start knowing that this will not be like easy from the beginning, and it's in fact like it's because our world is not fully vegan and not fully vegan friendly. This is not always easy. It will be like this. Not everyone is vegan. Not everyone will understand why you decided to be vegan. But have everything is the most important thing. Have everything in your kitchen so that you, when you want to eat, you have vegan things in your kitchen. You have like the essential things to get your proteins, your iron, your calcium, and everything. And in fact, you will get them. Don't worry. And have amazing recipes that you can do and that will make you happy, and also will show you all your friends that eating vegan is amazing. And be relaxed. Be relaxed on the fact that sometimes you might eat something which are not vegan. In the beginning, it's normal. It can happen, I mean. And be relaxed about other people. You did that choice now. It doesn't mean that everyone has to do that choice now. But if you want to help people do this, I would suggest to talk to each person differently depending on what is important for them. So for instance, if they are like very much about into like animal lovers, talk about compassion with animals. If they are like more for the environment, talk more about the environment. If they are more for their health, talk about how healthy it is to be vegan. So that's it for today. I hope this was helpful. And if you have any question about being vegan, or turning your businesses more vegan friendly, don't hesitate to send me a message. Bye bye.